This week.
Yupitergrad came out a couple weeks back on PSVR digitally, and it was actually a lot of fun, scoring a respectable 7.5 out of 10 on Without Parole. But if you've been holding off for a physical copy, publisher Perp Games has you covered this week. Coming out on March 13th, make sure you head over to perpgames.com to secure your copy. The biggest news this week is that PSVR veterans Archaeact have teamed up with id and Bethesda to bring Doom 3 to PlayStation VR. That announcement alone was enough to shake the windows and rattle the walls, but this trailer that came with the news pretty much seals the deal. If you're still not convinced, well, how about this? Doom 3 VR is coming to both physical and digital, includes both of its expansions Resurrection of Evil and The Lost Mission, comes locked and loaded with aim and DualShock 4 support, and according to this pre-order page from game.co.uk, we might be looking at a ridiculously fair $20 price tag on this one.
Wait, what the hell is that?
These days, there are so few mysteries when it comes to video games. Developers tend to be really transparent and tell fans maybe even a bit too much about the projects they're working on. That's why it's insanely satisfying when developer Impulse Gear refuses to announce their next project and instead say that it's a VR game coming this year, then drop a mysterious audio clip on SoundCloud to fuel a good old-fashioned speculation fire.
You have travel in violence to bring peace with the leeches of Alano. We know the way. It is this way, to the left, and then inwards.
So what is it? A new IP? Farpoint 2? It's anyone's guess, but until we find out, I'm absolutely loving the mystery.
Scratching at the walls.
This week we saw the first real gameplay footage of Wraith the Oblivion Afterlife, 9 minutes in fact, mostly of YouTubers exploring the hallways and interacting with various items found around Barclay Mansion. The atmosphere looks tense and we can't wait to try it out for ourselves to see if Wraith can live up to the impossibly high expectations that the amazing team over at Fast Travel Games have set for themselves. Sadly though, it looks like we're in for a wait, because while other VR headsets are getting Wraith over the next few months, the PSVR date has changed from early 2021 to just 2021. The teams over at Oddboy and M-Theory sure are teasing something cool with these short clips. Their upcoming game Wanderer VR has been in development for about 2 years now, and they're finally, almost, just about ready to reveal more of this time-traveling puzzle adventure they've been working on. Stay tuned, we'll have more to share about Wanderer VR really soon.
Eagle? This is Houston. We still have no response from you. Mission time on Moon now at 17 hours and 42 minutes. We presume the worst.
Well. Looks like we got ourselves a good old video game trailer. Welcome back to
Zombieland VR Headshot Fever combines classic arcade light gun shooting with split-second racing mechanics. 2 quick headshots turn the world slow, giving players more time to rack up combos, get faster times, and claw their way to the top of the leaderboards with awesome weapons, powerful upgrades, and head-popping, clock-stopping, zombie-killing arcade action. This one looks okay at best, but who knows, it could surprise us.
adrenaline mode. It's like bullet time, but better.
I'm ready if you're ready.
So limber up and get ready for wall-to-wall hellfire. Go fast, shoot for the head. Don't suck.
With mysterious shooting galleries, the premise is high. Tempted to see what's inside? You might never be the same if you ever quit this game.
Keep pulling the trigger to save your soul, face your fears, and find out what's hidden in an old shooting gallery. This one's coming our way from the same team developing Pets VR, and we're really hoping that there's more here than meets the eye.
We'll save some money for bananas now, I guess.
Stuck deep inside a mountain fracking facility, the region has been taken over by an army of gun-wielding interdimensional maniacs known as, you guessed it, the Fracked. As the last hope for the world, you've got to take them down before it's too late. Developer nDreams announced their new PlayStation VR exclusive this week, and it looks absolutely incredible. In Fracked, you'll be skiing, ziplining, taking cover, shooting enemies, and when I was watching this trailer, I can't help but think, PSVR's in its 5th year. Why don't we have dozens of over-the-top action games like this? Galaxy developer 17-Bit showed off their new VR game this week too. Called Song in the Smoke, it's a survival game with a huge emphasis on freedom. Do you explore, build a fire, craft a weapon, cook, or hunt? But of course, making the wrong choice could mean your death. There's no release date on this one quite yet, just sometime in 2021. But I'm dying to know more about how this game plays.
Welcome back, Agent. Now that you've recovered from your last mission, it's time to get back into the field.
At the end of January, Shell Games announced a sequel to I Expect You to Die, but didn't specify what headsets it would be coming to, or when. And this week, we got a bit more information about that. Called The Spy in the Lair, the follow-up will definitely be making its way to PlayStation VR sometime this year.
Counting on your skill and cunning. Agent, you must be ready for anything. Or anyone.
From one imposter to another. Break a leg.
Frozen blood usually means chat fire.
After months of silence regarding their upcoming zombie shooter After the Fall, at the end of 2020, developer Vertigo Games quietly issued a statement delaying their game into this year. And this week, the veil of silence has finally been lifted. Not only did Vertigo release a brand new cinematic trailer for After the Fall, but they also promised cross-platform multiplayer, aim support, and a summer 2021 release window. And while we do love this trailer, it's the next trailer that we're excited about, the one that's coming in just a few weeks, that'll show actual gameplay.
Over here, get in quick! Come on! Smasher incoming!
I remember learning about the corruption from long ago. A darkness that enveloped the land and created the fracture.
This week, Sony debuted a new trailer of developer Ramen VR's JRPG-inspired MMO Zenith, and it looks incredible. The article on the PlayStation blog describes using your hands to climb up the sides of skyscrapers and cliffs, managing your stamina, and soaring through the skies to quickly fly to distant areas of the map, or get the drop on your enemies. And instead of learning a million formulas about damage, you'll be mastering intuitive mechanics like throwing, blocking, parrying, and even dodging arrows while slowing time. Now, even though the trailer looks pretty polished, the game is just now heading into alpha on PC, and there's no indication as to when it'll launch on PSVR.
Our champions stepped forward to save us from ruin. Their courage made us whole again. We live in an era of peace, but it is coming to an end.
You are cleared for takeoff.
Despite what might appear to be a really basic flight game, 2017's Ultrawings still holds up as a fun, immersive experience, and this week developer BitPlanet Games showed off this extremely short clip to tease their next game. And yeah, it looks kind of like Ultrawings, but you know, prettier.
Okay, I'll lead the way. I lost contact with the troopers when they entered the cave over there on the left.
Hubris is a new VR game set in a unique sci-fi universe. As the player, you take on the role of a recruit in training to become an agent of the mighty and feared Order of Objectivity. Story aside, Hubris looks pretty ambitious, so we'll keep you posted with more info as the projected Q4 release window approaches.
Remember, recruit, you're part of the O now. Under the wings of the mightiest fleet the galaxy has ever seen. But here, within the twin planet system, you're on your own.
As insane as it sounds, the PlayStation Store just kicked off its 4th sale of the past month, and it includes a few awesome PSVR games. Make sure you pick up Iron Man for 40% off, Firewall for just $13, No Heroes Allowed VR for $10, and if you really need another horror game in your life, you could do a lot worse than The Impatient for half price. There are plenty more games discounted in the sale until March 18th, so let me know in the comments below if you need another video detailing each and every one.